The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
I know I'm human. Some of you are still human. This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open. If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it. And then it's won.
Hello everybody, welcome to another ear-tingling episode of What's the Script, the quintessentially Scottish movie review / comedy podcast, where Chris and I bring you some of the absolute belters cinemas had to offer since the days of the moving picture. How about you, Chris? You all right, mate?
Yes, tickety-boo. I thought I'd bring it back.
Need to get that merch sorted. Just a fucking a big Steve-O picture of your face with tickety-boo on it.
How are you, mate?
All right, I've been working for a living. So you want to know anything about that, would you? Yeah.
No, mate.
Crusty,
No, mate,
sheeted
I have
bastard.
made my
that you
millions on the stock exchange.
Yeah, crusty, sheeted bastard that you are.
Oh, superb, man. Aye. No, but aye, everything has been spiffing. I'm enjoying my holiday. Time off.
Aye.
Chilling. Aye.
You went to a wee gig, didn't you? Went to the Barrowlands to see a
Yes.
household
Yes,
name.
I did. Yes. Aye. Only the
You
people
forgot
that know,
already,
mate.
didn't
They're in on the scene, mate. They're in on the scene.
you?
Yeah.
Forgot already, didn't you?
No, mate. Oliver Anthony there, you see, in the bars.
Aye.
Aye.
So good he's got two first names, the boy.
I'll tell you right now, by the way, Joe Biden, he got pelters that night, so he did. Oh.
In Glasgow.
Aye. Mate, the whole crowd at one point was calling Joe Biden a pedo, and I'm like, am I in the Rangers end here?
Aye. Just imagine you. Will I do it? Pulling out your Donald Trump hat.
Aye.
Let's make America great again.
Aye. Nah, I just thought I would find a gig to go to. Because I was going to go mind that, see that wee band I was singing their songs, is it Dirty Honey or something? I think they were in the Oran Moor, but they'd sold it, so I went, fuck it. Bad as it is, chance my arm. If it was shit, I could just leave. Know what I mean?
Aye. I've not seen MD Onmore in a long time.
Yeah.
My missus and her best pal seen Rick Astley in there a few years back. So I've got to see Rick Astley. What? Where? What? In Oran Moor? Going to run that by me again? So I said it was smashing.
Aye.
It was.
Anyway.
Good guy was only singing the songs he was told to sing, you know what I mean?
Aye, exactly. But aye, that's me. I'm out again tomorrow. The brother's doing a gig in something called Room 2 or something. So,
aye.
So he's in
What is he in a band or what?
Aye, he's in a band. He's living his rock star lifestyle, you see.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Come play. Brilliant.
So if anybody's listening and fancies a night out, head along to that if you want.
Or alternatively, you could join me tomorrow at Home Park for a 2:00 kickoff between Clydebank and Glencairn, I think it is. And I'll be in the Love It bar across the road before and after it with Big Alan, having a couple of choice chilled beverages.
He loves it.
Not that I can afford to go, but I just Not been out in ages, mate.
Aye.
Neither have. Back in the pub in time for the Rangers game. Happy days.
Aye. Aye.
You just like saying I didn't you? I've just left you. I just left you hanging there. You can't think anything to say, yeah, bastard. Anyway, folks, we thank you very much for the implosion of views that we've had for last week's Goodfellas episode, which we thoroughly enjoyed, and we think everybody else has as well. Do you know what I mean? That was excellent. But if you are late to the party, if you are just one of these stupid people that roam the land and you're still on a pay-as-you-go phone, we are What's the Script. And you can find us via the interwebs on many platforms, on YouTube, of course, Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, back of your couch, in your lost sock drawer. You can find us anywhere. You can find us, what you said last week, you can find us in the glimmer of a child's smile.
You'll find us in a bush on a nice warm summer's night.
Aye, and we'll be stuck together. If our pages will be stuck together. Good old fashioned. Used to find scud books in the bushes. That was brilliant.
I know. Oh, remember the days.
Remember the days, mate. It's just too handy now. Your phone. Your phone's just too handy now. Aye. Fake. Get your favourite celebrity and then just put fake nudes after it. Smashing. Google image search is smashing. So there you go, folks. You can find us on all the platforms. And also we're on the artist formerly known as Twitter, which is X. We're on there as well. Chris is running that side of things, and the TikTok page. And I'll be on Instagram and via my own name and Facebook as well. So please, everybody, just smash that like button.
Aye. I mean, did you see one of the comments on YouTube? Well, it was like this guy. Whoa, what's with the wacky accents, dudes? I use a couple of butt buddies, and I'm like, yes, sir, that's exactly what we are. We're butt buddies because we have accents.
Do they call us butt buddies?
Aye.
Oh, God's sake, aye. By the way, there couldn't be anything further apart than the Glaswegian accent being associated with homosexuality. So I wonder where he's from.
Oh, that's funny, man. Oh, just to see when he said that, I was fucking killing myself laughing like that. So if anybody sounds different, you must be gay.
I say, sir, let me lock up my bottom. But with words like wacky and butt, I'm kind of guessing he's from America, one of those kind of guys, but could be from like one of 52 states in America, But do you know where I bet he's no from, mate? Antarctica. But we'll get to that. So it was your pick this week, Chris. And I think you've watched it I can remember for Texas this week 6 or 7 times.
Yeah. The 7th would have been last night. Aye. Have
you managed to watch anything else bar the thing?
I think I have, but I cannot remember it. Oh, here. I watched Thingman. That's what I did. I watched The French Connection again. Had to get my Gene Hackman fix. I've not watched the Gene in a while there.
No. Get my Gene Hackman fix out of Superman the movie and Superman 2 and the like. And The Unforgiven, which we done no long ago, and we got a good response for that. That's a good film, mate. French Connection classic. Unlike other films we might choose. So I've not watched anything new either. I've been sticking with my Star Trek Voyager, which is heavy smashing. Just watched an episode with Mad Billy for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He's also Chucky, isn't he? The original Chucky.
Aye. He's a troubled boy, that boy.
He played a psycho in this. Fucking telling you. Brilliant. Big shout outs to all our pals who watch us regularly and give us shout outs as well, especially the boys over at Seismic Cinema and Seismic Soccer. And I think they went on the Seismic Soccer next time, which I would be buzzing for. Love talking about football. You're kind of reneging, aren't you? Because you don't want to be wrecking house.
Nah, mate, I just lost the rag when it comes to fucking football now. Like, see when I text you about the blue card thing, you've no idea the rage that was bubbling inside me, man.
The other age it was same.
Because I could just imagine real games. Like, there's persistent fouling against us, you know. So, well, I don't know how it's going to work, but see the blue card, is there a limitation to it? Or can the same person keep getting a blue card twice or thrice before they get fucking actually booked? It's pish.
I know, play 8 minutes within 90 minutes because they keep getting sin binned and no get sent off. Or your team's on the ascendancy, piling on the pressure. Oath, here, get him sin binned. It's just, wish they just leave things alone. Yeah, that's just stoked with the pass back rule in 1992, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's fucking. It's
I don't like change. I like things the way they were. I like to know where I'm going, and I like to know the things there before I get in there. I love the way they say that. Bolt to that. I'm going up there. Claire, they say Claire, like, hello, Claire. Oh, mad Weatherfield bastards.
Oh, brilliant, man. Aye.
Anyway, we can't be dragging our heels because we need to get right into this belter. Chris, tell the people what you picked.
Well, I picked 1982's The Thing by John Carpenter. And for me, it's one of my top 10 anyway. I like it, mate. It's very different to other kind of alien horror sci-fi movies for me. Instead, they are just big fucking like monster hunting people doing, which you've seen, but this could be anybody at any time. Know what I mean? I just thought that was superb, well done. Plus the isolation in the Antarctic. It's brilliant, mate. For me anyway. What about you? Because I'm more interested in hearing what you've got to say, because it was like the first viewing for you, wasn't it?
You looked awfully nervous there describing that as if you were saying something wrong. Aye, I mean, it's one of mine. Do you know what I mean? Talk to her, I don't care what anybody says, no, that, I don't care what you say. Well, before I give you my opinion, I'll just let the people know if you haven't seen it, like I hadn't seen it. Basically, in a nutshell, a research team finds an alien being that's fallen from the sky and is starting to hunt them down. Things take a sinister turn when they realise that the creature can take the shape of its victims. So that's, in a nutshell, The Thing, 1982. A wee bit of housekeeping here. It was, as Chris said, they're released in 1982. It was John Carpenter, and it was The Thing. And it was derived from a book, wasn't it? Who Goes There? 1939 novel by John W. Campbell, I believe.
Yes. I've tried to buy this book numerous times, but they want fucking outrageous prices for it. But see, after they do this, I bet there's a wee fucking deal, because they're always listening. They're always listening on the texts.
Yeah. And just on that, right? Tim WhatsApped me yesterday, right? WhatsApp encrypted, nobody can see it apart from you, about his new phone that he got. Half an hour later, I was on Instagram and his new phone was advertised.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
So it stars just a rake of guys, this film. Most noticeably, obviously, lead characters Kurt Russell, who plays R.G. MacReady, who's awful fucking greedy with a whiskey. And Keith David, who's got the best smile in fucking Hollywood, isn't he, mate?
Aye. I've got a lot of time for Keith David.
He knows that, and he knows that.
Aye, he does know that. Aye. But he's very young in this, isn't he? Because, well, I say very young, because what would have been, was Platoon out before this?
Oh
Or was
no,
Platoon after this?
Platoon was 86, 87.
Is it? See, a vast body of work. Is, so he is.
Well, he's a favourite of John Carpenter's, isn't he?
Aye. Aye, same as Kurt Russell. He seems to be in
Aye.
a lot of them as well. Seems to like actors. Know what I mean? Use the same actors for different films, but
Aye.
I think the two of them are smashing in this anyway. Because
As a director, I always think it is good to like actors, you know, for good films and that. That works usually, generally. Very quickly, mate. Obviously, the one after this, the follow up to this was Prince of Darkness, which we've already done, and it was a Universal Pictures, and it cost 10 million and made back a paltry 15 million, but it's since found its legs in it since that.
Aye, again, mate, it's another one of them. It kind of shocked me when I started like reading up about it because, like we've already said in more messages and all that, that everybody like I spoke to likes this film, has seen this film. Know what I mean? So I was under the impression that
Everybody,
aye, know what I mean?
everybody.
Well, I you now have, know what I mean? But well, that was the whole reason this was picked because I was like, you've no seen the thing, like that's how like I was shook. I was shook.
I was chilled to my bones. Oh no, well, I'll just tell you what I thought of the film then before we get to the end and the scores and all that. And I thought it was all right. Thought it was a good watch. I can only imagine. I can only suggest that, like you and James and everybody else, that's a constant 10 out of 10 with it. There's a large chunk of nostalgia factor attached to that because I never seen it when I was wee. I never seen it as being young, and I can totally understand it. I can totally understand it because I enjoyed it better last night watching it than I did the first time I watched it, and not really because it was anything I missed. I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was a good film. There's a fucking rake of things that's getting built up on. And it's not even because of the sign of the times or the special effects or anything like that. It's just lazy bastarditis for the director. It's just sometimes so funny. And we'll get to. But what I said in the synopsis here, mate, is pretty much in a nutshell, but doesn't tell the whole story, obviously. Starts off with mad helicopter trying to shoot a husky, doesn't it?
Aye. So again, see right away, see just the whole mystery behind it, right? Obviously, I've noticed things as I've watched this as well. Know what I mean? Because see later, as we now know, that the Norwegian camp is an hour away in a helicopter, which means they've been chasing this husky for an hour. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Aye, and they can't keep up with it.
Aye, know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know. I suppose you're supposed to go, it's an alien. It's can fucking, but at the same time, whatever. But look, most sci-fi things don't add up to me. You know what I mean? It's like you need to go in there with a kind of expectation that things are going to be a bit fucking mental. You know what I mean?
Aye, exactly. I mean, there's a very clever thing after the bat that John Carpenter done. It was to make them Norwegian, and then when they have a bit of dialogue with Base 4, there's no subtitles to say what they're saying. So we're just as in the dark as what our heroes are because they don't have a fucking clue. They don't speak Norwegian. Do you know what I mean? Just shouting, "Kurgan, Flurgan, Jurgen, IKEA, McKurgan," like that.
And it's not even that. He actually gives away the whole plot of the film. Soon to be Norwegian guys talking to him. Aye, because he goes, get the hell out of there. That's not a dog. It's some sort of thing. It's imitating a dog. It isn't real. Get away, you idiots. Know what I mean? So see if you were watching Norwegian, see if you knew Norwegian, then you'd be sitting going, it's not a dog, Betty. Betty, that's not a dog.
Aye, the fucking big Tory Andrew Flo said it ruined it for him. So it did him and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Henning Berg and Egil Ostenstad had a big night out. What you think? For fuck's sake, man. Walked out after 10 minutes of past, poor guys.
But it's, again, this is probably the one gripe I've got with the film. It's like, see when the wee Norwegian pulls the pin on the grenade and it's pure slapstick comedy. Oh, you bastard, that slipped him out. At first, I'm like, why is he throwing a grenade anyway? Know what I mean? But I suppose he had to die. Know what I mean?
Why is he getting back for it?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? And then after it blows up, as you say, you're just waiting on
the. But aye, it's because logically it wouldn't be throwing a grenade because you'd be throwing a grenade at 4 or 5 strangers. Know what I mean? So it's the one thing I've got in my head. Look, I know why you had to go, but that's why whatever.
That's what happens anyway. Then his pal does the shouting, tries to shoot the dog, and catches Baldy Ginger in the leg, doesn't
he? Mad Bennings takes that role a champion, by the way.
Doesn't he? You're right. I am fine. Where's that whiskey?
It's just a flesh wound. Your arms off.
Here's my first lazy bastarditis gripe with the movie, mate. Fucking mad Garry eyebrows, right? He's inside an Antarctic weather station designed to cope with temperatures beyond human comprehension. But I tell you what, you want to smash out a window in that with a butt of a gun? No bother. I'll get him.
Well, just simpler times, mate.
Simpler windies, mate. They were made of fucking Cadbury's Roses papers, man. Telling you.
But I tell you what a shot, by the way. Know what I mean?
Oh, aye.
No straining or nothing. Just
aye. That's see when you see him in the scenes after that, he's the only one with a gun that he has to take area about. I don't know if he's maybe chief of security in the lab or something like that.
I think so, because he's
fucking Dirty Harry's gun he's got, man. It's pure half the size his thigh.
Aye, because he's always got the keys, isn't he? So I'm guessing you're right. He's got a badge on his belt as well, and I don't know what that's for, but I don't know. Maybe there's crime in the Antarctic. Know what I
mean? Somebody tried to steal my snow from outside there last night, bastards. So we're not going to get through this scene by scene. Obviously, there's some great bits in it, and there's some fucking heavy, dodgy bits. You mentioned about Keith David looking young. Kurt Russell looks fucking proper young.
Aye.
And there's half the scenes he's got guyliner on, half the scenes he hasn't. But to describe Kurt Russell in this movie, he looks like Barry Gibb and Chris Christopherson had a baby.
Aye. He's more hell than man.
MacReady.
I'm half expecting a Chewbacca noise off him.
When Chewbacca opens his mouth and does Arnold Schwarzenegger. Kurt Russell's Kurt Russell. Good, isn't he?
Brings a lot to it. Know what I mean? It's because obviously as the film goes on, he's kind of projected to in charge of the whole scenario. But you're not really told about any MacReady's past or anything like that. Know what I mean? I'm just surmising he was like a soldier or something.
Aye, pilot. That's it. Straight from Nam into this gig, you know what I mean? That's one of the things I sat and thought about. There's no backstories for nobody, and it really doesn't need any. And you don't need to know any more than the fact they're on a research station. You don't really need to know what they're researching or who does what or nothing. But what I will see, Mad Stoner guy, his
Aye.
dealer is fucking brilliant getting out there. Do you know what I mean? They can't even get the telly out there, and the dealer's out there getting him sorted with bags of weed, man. Brilliant.
Well, this already leads me to my first question, right? Who do you think was the first infected?
Good question. Because I had, sorry, excuse me, I had conflicting ideas, and then I remembered the blood test, and that fucked me right up because I had in my head before the blood test was done, I'm like, I think MacReady could be fucking one of the first, and he just doesn't know. Do you know what I mean? But the wee fade to black bit at the very start when the Doug goes into Big Garry's room, you think it's him, but it's no, because he does a blood test after he shoots him, and so that's you a murderer, huh? I don't know. Who do you think it was?
Well, for years I thought it was Dirty Hippie, as you've called him, Palmer, right? Because see, when you see him in that scene, he's absolutely fucking mock it, right? He's bogging. And see the first piece of clothing that's found in the kitchen bin, all shredded up, it is bogging. But see for there on it, he's spotless the whole rest of the film. So,
All right.
but
Aye.
the way I see it now, I think it's Norris. See redhead. I think it's him.
Baldy Ginger.
No, the other one, the guy that has the heart attack.
Oh, aye. Fucking monster belly. Fucking guy, man.
Monster belly.
Monster belly.
Do you want to run through all the nicknames you've gave people?
Well, just go over them as they come. We're getting there. I've only done about 4 or 5. I've got another 7 to go. A good thing about this film is it doesn't. It's suspense building, right? But it very quickly lets you know what the suspense is about because it quickly divulges what we're dealing with the dog did it in the kennel.
Aye. Because when
like
you text me like that, because we'll talk about how there's a prequel to this, and it says the prequel's me in your face with all the stuff. It doesn't build up the paranoia and stuff. And you sent me the message. So that means there's no action to the fucking last 10 minutes. Then, and then I was like, I ain't saying shit.
Wait and see, fat man.
Aye, mate. Because the kennel scene's just, again, I wish I could have been in the pictures to see that when that first started happening. Because people would have been like, what the fuck?
You make kudos to the fucking animals because, like, if you take yourself out of the film, there's a guy, a trainer behind the camera, being eye contact with the dog, like, just stare at me. But that dog just staring past the camera to fuck knows what, you're like, that dog's freaking me fucking out. And then the actions of the other dogs, when it starts transforming, you feel fucking feared for the dogs, especially that one that's pure chewing at the wire and all that.
You know what I mean? It's subtle, that, know what I mean? Even all the dogs are like, you're not one of us, you're one of them.
You're Iranian, you.
But apparently this is when Stan Winston, see him had done the special effects in like Jurassic Park and Terminator and stuff like that. He was asked to come in and help because the guy that was doing the visual effects in this film, Rob Botton, I think his name is.
He was considered the benchmark, wasn't he?
Aye, you were like that. Because he had just done the film The Howling, right? And he says, if I need to do anything else with fucking dogs again, I'm going to go off my nut.
The Howling. Fucking a story about my laundry basket. The Howling. I'll pay tribute to the visual practical effects in this movie for the time, especially for the time, but they're smashing. They're great. You get close-ups and everything. When they're doing the autopsy of the dog and the face, it hadn't quite changed yet with the big fucking giant teeth and all that and bubbled up. smashing, really great.
Aye, because that's again, I think that's what sets it aside for other kind of alien films for me, because like every film you go, oh, I want to see what the alien looks like. You want to see what the predator looks like, the xenomorph and all this. Know what I mean? But see with this, it was anything. Like, because it could have been to so many other worlds before it came to Earth, and you're just seeing all these mad fucking like horns and eyes and shapes and legs and all this. Know what I mean? It was fucking freaky, man.
There's never any natural state in there, no. You don't see it in its natural fucking visual, whatever it is. I was gutted, but that you never got to see the humanoid in the fucking Parker coat with a big light coming out his face, because obviously I always thought with the cover that was going to be a thing. I was fucking gutted at not seeing that. Another wee cartoony bit. You were talking about cartoony there, and after the dog thing, and they all unload on it, and the two wee arms just go up to the ceiling. So I mean, that was funny.
See, that's another theory I've read as well, that see the arms that they go up into the ceiling. Apparently, that's a part of the thing. Escapes.
Right.
Know what I mean? No, I'm not so sure about that. I just thought that they got it there and then, but it already infected Norris and all that. Know what I mean? So I don't know.
I took it as either part like that, a part of the thing escaping, or it had like two babies that fucking jumped into the ceiling. Because I didn't know what I was dealing with, you know what I mean? I didn't know what I was watching, but it was pretty great. And then after it, the dog taking a bullet was quite, oh, you know what I mean? Had to be done. It looked fucking proper real. And then the other dog that's lying in the corner, kind of half melted, and it gets the mad spaghetti horns on its face and all that. You're like, oh,
Aye,
that
fucking
bastard.
Aye, what a way to go.
Oh no.
But that's what I'm saying to you. I mean, I say to you, I would have been Clark in that film. Because, like, leave the dog alone. It's only we. It's a fucking alien. What? Why? It can be taught. It can be taught.
Right. Which couple of your favourite scenes, mate?
Well, testing the blood. See the test in the blood? That is just phenomenal. See the whole tension, and it's like a real life fucking Guess Who, isn't it? They're strapped to these chairs and you're just going, oh.
Because by this time, even they don't know if they're infected or not, don't they know?
Aye.
So they all look guilty as fuck, so you don't know.
Aye. Because that's what I was saying to you. I don't know if like the people know they've been assimilated and it just lies dormant inside them until it gets like attacked or it has to do whatever it has to do. Because like because see you with the guy Palmer, when he agreed to the blood test, you know what I mean? So it was like, but because you got a wee fright, didn't you?
That was my jump scare in this film, was that moment. Aye, like you said, it was a long time coming, because they dragged it out and built up the tension, something fierce. Because when he was heating up the wire, right, I'm like, you just need to put that in front of that fucking blue flame for a second, and it's hot. Fucking hurry up, you know what I mean? And then every time he was trying it, I thought, next one, it'll be the next one. No, but next one. And it's snowing, it builds it up, and then that fucking thing drops out the petri jar, and you're like, oh, what's you on?
Aye, because it was good how they done that, wasn't it? It was actually a fake horn, and they pushed this thing up through the horn, man. It was just, oh, mate, and it sees a wee boy watching that, mate. That again blew my fucking mind. I was like, because like you, I was expecting it just to go fucking like move away in the petri dish or something, stuff like that. No fucking.
I was expecting a wee tiny Moses to get into the jar and go, oh. But no, I wasn't expecting that shit, man. And then, aye, so that was a great scene, man. I'm on board with that one. That was probably my favourite as well.
Aye. Norris becoming the Thing. See, when obviously he's had the heart attack and again him CPR and all that, and then they start to use the paddles. See, just it's because of the special effects in that. That was just something else, mate. Just that belly opening up, eating, because they made, let's see, prosthetic arms for an amputee. And so they were just like wax bones and fake blood and all this, not and then there's just see the whole part. His heat's coming off, and it's hanging off the side of the table. You're going, fuck's sake, that looks fucking real. I mean,
because just before it separates for the body, it looks as if it turns to the camera upside down. I was like, oh, what the fuck's going on here? I mean, and
I should have had that kebab.
aye. So you're right, mate. That is a cracking scene. That's the effects wise, longevity of the effects in that scene is pretty outstanding.
And then it turns into a wee spider with big googly eye things. You're like,
Aye, and then it's comedic because MacReady's got his back to it, and you just see it in the background going, try to get out the door. And then Mad Stoner just goes, no fucking way.
it's just fucking aye, because again, it was just I go back to the first time I seen it, was not expecting that at all. Know what I mean? Because you were like that. Well, he must be human. He's having a heart attack. Know what I mean? The Thing wouldn't fake a fucking heart attack, and
Aye,
boom! I was like, Jesus.
aye. Again, effects wise, for me, after the blood test, when Stoner starts turning into fucking the wee German at Ark of the Covenant and fucking Indiana Jones, but then poor Windows man goes at him, and by this time his face opens up as a big fucking Little Shop of Horrors, fucking jaggy teethed bastard, and then just grabs Windows by the heat, starts shaking, shaking him about, all that. Like, oh, fucking hell. Oh.
It's a bit graphic, that.
Aye,
But
so that was
aye,
good.
it's aye. And the only other one I would mention, because I added a lot of mystique to it. See, when you were first watching it, see when they go to the Norwegian camp, and you're
Aye.
seeing just fucking carnage has happened. Know what I mean? Fucking axes in walls and places all burnt down. Fucking this monstrosities lying outside, charcoaled. There's a guy, he's chipped himself, he can't handle it. His accumulator didn't come in, know what I mean? It's just.
Aye. He's opened up the veins and then tried to decapitate himself. He once did so much, that guy. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, I see just that, mate. It was like, and then they go in and then there's this big slab, and they're going, what the fuck was it? Know what I mean? What did it look like before it got to them, sort of thing? It was just, aye.
Exactly. But even when they get to that Norwegian station, everything's frozen solid, apart for the liquid in all the beakers on the shelf. And on here. So that was good. I need to pay. You've kind of stole my favourite scenes off of me, mate. Because I just had a hot wire test was fucking smashing. Because the doctor whose arms get bitten off suggests it like 45 minutes beforehand. So you think it's just the ideas fell away, but MacReady's remembered it. And at this point, I know MacReady's under suspicion of everybody and he's frozen. He's stay away from me and I'm going to fucking we're all getting blown up kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that was a good scene. He remembered it, and he remembered it was the only way he could prove that it wasn't him. But again, how would you know it wasn't you? Because I'm with you. I think if you're assimilated, you don't know. And MacReady's like, I'll prove to you. And I was half expecting a wee bit, maybe his blood to go mental, but it never happened. So I liked that. What else? I need to pay homage to MacReady's bomber jacket.
I was waiting on it.
His bomber jacket and his little thin hood at a Primark that can withstand 40 below. That's magic, that. I need to get a jacket like that. Next time we get a cold winter, I need to get a bomber jacket and a Primark hoodie. That'll sort me right out.
You've got to think all that whiskey he's drinking plays a part, but
Fair enough. Fair enough. True.
he'll be
Aye.
roasty toasty.
Aye. That was quite. I liked the bit of irony that Carpenter done at the very start. You're in Antarctica, but the first time you see MacReady is reaching for ice to put in his drink. You're like, I see what you're doing there, John. That's like having a swimming pool on a cruise ship. That do you know what I'm saying here, boy?
So, what did you think of the whole story then? What?
As the plot goes, it did what it said in the tin. Something out there coming to get you. You either die trying to kill it, but at the very least, don't let it get out into the earth. So,
Aye.
not a flawless plan, but it's no fucking. It's no one for you to have a think about. It's just this is what's happening, and simple and
Aye.
effective.
That's it. Aye, because it's one of the things it got panned for. Know what I mean? Because the critics didn't like this at all. Just putting it out there. You know what I mean? They didn't like it. And they says it was like a non-story fucking go fest thing. And you're like, is it? But
Aye.
know what I mean?
Do you know what? Do you know what my one gripe is? But I don't know what the thing's goal is. I don't know what its end game is. Is it devouring the people it assimilates? No, because they're still getting burnt and left. So can it not just get into something, copy it and hide, and become part of society? However, king of the autopsies, Dr. Blair, he'll tell you all you need to know about it. You know what I mean? This guy's a doctor on Earth, but he gets the first carcass, breaks off two legs as if he's eating crab, and he tells everybody, this is an alien being. It can copy and assimilate people. And it's fucking, this bit's dog, this bit's not. This bit's dog, this bit's not. I know its plan. Fucking, you're brilliant, mate. So I just don't know its end game.
Aye.
That was the only thing. But as a plot goes, if it was devouring them and all that, spitting them out, then copying them, got the next one. Aye.
I think what the whole... I think it went to Earth to just like simulate the whole planet sort of thing. But obviously it landed in Antarctic, froze and all this shit. But I think that's, see, as it obviously as the story goes on, I think it was trying to like simulate everybody. That way it was everybody, and then it can spread wherever. Know what I mean? Like a hive mind sort of thing. But obviously as the film goes on and it doesn't go to plan, it tries to freeze again, know what I mean? For the rescue team to come and find it. So I think its main goal was to get to civilization and just take it up practically.
Aye. That was alright. It wasn't pathetic or anything like that. It was good. So, aye, I didn't mind it at all. You know, I did. It got to a certain bit towards the end. Everybody kind of dies pretty quickly. I'm still no happy with Child's gone missing for that length of time and then coming back at the end. It didn't. It just left you with a question: is that Child's? You know what I mean?
Aye. So see this, mate. This is well, me, my dad, right? Me, my dad, my granddad. If you've watched this fucking an insane amount of times, right? And see, obviously, I told him we were doing this, and we've been doing the back and forth. As Childs, no, is he fucking is MacReady by that point? Know what I mean? Because there's that many
Exactly.
theories out there, and I think that was what John Carpenter was aiming for. That you eventually became a character at the end of the film. Like, I use bastards on the level. It's,
Aye.
it's,
Well, I'll tell you what, that's his goal. It fucking worked.
aye, because there's that many theories. People say like Childs doesn't breathe, but you can see MacReady's breath in the cold air, right? But Childs has also got his earring in his ear, right? So that would mean that he's not been copied because it can't copy inanimate objects, sort of thing. But then you've got MacReady, who had the bottle of whiskey, and he offers it to Childs. But remember, they all knew, no, we don't share stuff because that's how it gets you as well. So there's a theory out there.
That's a good point there, because
Aye.
just because you've seen MacReady for the last scene doesn't mean to say he's not been infected. But
Aye.
it plays on your mind that you've not seen Childs, so thereof you must be the favourite. But what you've said is pretty fucking good, mate, pretty genius, because he says something before he gives me whiskey and all, as if to say, look, I thought if any were going to try something, I don't think the other one would be able to put up much of a fight. As
Aye.
if I'm all right, but I'm not really.
Because I kind of thought about it last night, because even when he hands them like the bottle of whiskey
Aye.
and Childs drinks with it, that's when he laughs. And I'm wondering if that's the alien going like that. Yeah, got you.
Yahtzee!
But there's another theory out there as well that, see, like at the end, they've made Molotov cocktails to burn everything.
Mhm.
There's a theory out there that it's actually petrol in the whiskey bottle. So soon MacReady hands the bottle to Childs and he drinks it and he doesn't react. MacReady laughing is going, you're the
You're the
thing, you
thing.
bastard. So, mate, it's fucking, as the ending goes, mate, it's fucking superb, man. Superb.
Aye, I'll tell you, I'm liking all these theories, to be honest with you. That's kind of perked up my enthusiasm and my interest in it a wee bit more, because I was just ended it thinking, it could be either one of you bastards. I think it might be Childs. Oh well. But all the theories, I like that. Yo.
Oh, mate, it's, like I say, mate, you could down a fucking rabbit hole, everything. Because in the film, Norris and Palmer, for me, the two of them at the same time are infected. Know what I mean? So see how when Fuchs goes outside and he ends up cremated by somebody.
Aye.
I believe that was Palmer that done that to him. Because see, after it cuts back to the rec room, Palmer's the only guy wearing a jacket, and he's fucking about with a gas bottle. So you're like, the fuck have you got a jacket on for? Know what I mean? So
Aye, true. The other thing I know, man, Mad Garry Eyebrows. I think he's got the best line in the whole film.
oh mate,
Just, I know
100%.
you guys have had it rough tonight, but if it's okay with yous, I wouldn't like to be tied to this fucking couch for the rest of the winter. Because I've seen that guy in a rake of films, and he looks the same, he acts the same. He's either a librarian, a teacher, or fucking something prim and proper. And to see him screaming with fear, I was like, hey, thanks for doing the acting there. That was good. I like that.
Oh mate, it's just it's it's definitely the line of the film for me, because see, just to put yourself in that guy's shoes. Like a guy he's new for I don't know how long has just turned into a fucking alien beside him. Know what I mean? It'd be like, I don't wish to alarm you lads.
Aye. But if it's okay with you, for the rest of this winter, I wouldn't like to be tied to this couch. Oh, brilliant,
But
man.
oh, but see for
There's some slapstick early 80s lines in it as well. Like when Child says to MacReady, you gotta sleep sometime, MacReady. I'm a light sleeper, Chaz.
mate, well, you already said one of my favourite lines, but see the other one as well. It's MacReady playing the chess machine, and it's just fucking cheating bitch. It's fucking.
Aye.
It's the irrational actions of a fucking alcoholic.
I know. Aye. He's probably wrecked at that time, cutting edge piece of equipment for all.
Exactly.
Fuck who beat me at chess. You broke
Man.
my little mirror.
And obviously the other one is fucking just when MacReady comes back for the cold and he's got the dynamite, and he just says to them, "Back off, way off." Know what I mean? Like, get away from me, you bunch of bastards. He's like, bastards, boys, bastards.
Big Clark and all when he's just seen the thing bursting out the dog, and MacReady comes in and goes like, "What is it?" Man, I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is. Fucking melon weird, mate.
Oh, mate, it's fucking. Oh, so, mate. If there was one character I didn't like, but it was Windows. I just, it just does my mate. It just reminds me of people I've worked with. See, every time he's asked, "Have you got anybody in the radio?" It's like you've asked them for the sky. Like, it's your fucking job. Twice he's asked in the whole film, and every time it's a protest. Will you get somebody on the fucking radio?
And
Oh.
I got the other side of that. I got the fact that everybody's asking him for something that he's been unable to get for weeks, and he's been trying. Because it's not as if he's not on the fucking radio, he's on the radio. Do you know what I mean? And then, man, Blair, you got somebody? Well, get somebody. That's what I'll do. I'll get somebody. Because I've not got somebody. That's you. See, yeah, that's right. You get the big bucks, mate. Thanks for telling me that. Yeah, prick. I just think it's funny that he's doing in the darkness with sunglasses on and all that. It's just
Aye,
never understood that.
Well, apparently he gave his main character that nickname. I don't know how true that is, but it's because he was always wearing shades. Know what I mean? They called him Windows. But
And Carpenter and the writers had to come out and say that Mac and Windows had nothing to do with Macintosh and fucking Microsoft at the time. It's like, who's asking that question anyway? You know what I mean?
I don't. That's that guy into it. That's that guy with a notepad. So,
Bill Gates, did he like the movie? Why are you trying to pull here, huh? See?
with a wee bit of paper in his hat saying press. Like,
Run into the telephone. Hello, 4912, 4912. I'll have to press.
But talking about Windows in the radio room, the scene that annoyed me for years, but then I kind of came to understand, was Blair smashing it up. Know what I mean? It was one you kind of had issues with, wasn't it?
Aye. I if he knows what, he's a doctor, right? And he's sussed out the plan of the alien because he's told everybody. Why is he not just fucking jumping in the wee tractor and getting out of Dodge, man? But not. His rationale is to destroy the escape route for everybody and the communications for everybody. Why? It turns out you find out that he's been very fucking quickly in the one night stole bits off the helicopter to make a transport underneath the flare.
Aye. It's like I says, mate, it annoyed me years ago. Because like you, I was like that. You fucking waste of space. Like everybody, look, the people can go, hey, you've just sentenced everybody a death sentence. But then it's a case of he's went, I'm not letting this thing get out of here. I don't know who's who, so I kind of risk it getting out, sort of thing. But again, it applies to the help. Aye, and it's the whole thing. But what we were saying there as well, I suppose this is another fucking like gripe about our laziness, because Windows can't get anybody on the fucking radio. So who's coming to help them? Know what I mean? But I suppose plus, and then I think it leans into the whole fact that maybe Blair doesn't know if people know they're infected or not. Know what I mean? So I wonder if it's that.
There's a lot more questions than answers in this film, which is, I suppose, what Carpenter wanted. And do you know what? If you think about it in that rationale, it's pretty clever indeed. He and a lot of critics said the critical pan for the film wasn't the huge reason that it didn't do well at the box office, because Blade Runner came out as well at the same time. That bombed as well. But they blamed it on E.T., the huge commercial success at E.T., which we were slagging last night, weren't we, in the group chat?
Aye, because E.T. is fucking horrible. I'm sorry if anybody loves it, but it's fucking gash. It's so bad. I mean, let's just take, for instance, right?
It's a Wayne's film.
Aye. But, I mean, just humans, they are heat count. So, right, present. You mean to tell me fucking aliens are they taking a heat count? Know what I mean? Oh, where's me, Peter? Oh, we've left them fucking 2 light year away. Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, and then the whole extended fucking neck. What's the point in that? What's that good for? You tell me aliens have got fucking top shelves? Like, what? That's fucking garbage.
Aye, it's very dated, E.T., I think. It's just because it was Disney, Spielberg, and it was primarily directed towards kids and families. So I can see the full America taking their wings to see this for fucking weeks and weeks and weeks, and that's why it probably choked up the cinemas. But there you go. Quite a good bit of trivia that I read, and you probably read as well, mate, that it's now become tradition in British Antarctica research stations to watch The Thing as part of their midwinter feast and celebration held every June 21st. Day!
But, mate, I couldn't help myself, but see if I was out there, I would start fucking with people. See after they watch The Thing, mate. Just start turning up plays and just leaving at places. It's like, any you see that fucking dog running about outside? Like, beg your pardon?
Printing off old fucking Jim Beam labels and stick them on new bottles of Jim Beam and all that. First week of winter. Motherfucker.
Oh, mate. Fucking. Oh, couldn't help yourself, man. Like, just leaving trails of blood in places. Like, what the fuck is that?
Trying to smash out windies.
Right.
See, now that way sometimes when you try to describe something and you forget what it's called, and you say a thing or doohickey or something like that. I can just imagine all these cunts getting together on Thing Day and like going to pass the remote, going to use that thing.
Say the thing. Say the thing. You say that.
Oh, but aye.
Oh,
There you go. Celebration, National Thing Day, 21st of June, every year out in the Antarctic. Hell of a good.
see, back on the case of the critics, right? The score for it, right, was nominated for a Razzie, which is this is fucking terrible award, right? They've actually made an award for the terrible, so it's like, what? Right, but
It's coming up for that. Fuck's sake.
aye, but they then see that this guy done the score to Hateful Eight, right? And they used the same sounds and some of the same music for it, right? But won an Oscar. So sometimes shit, sometimes good.
What bit did they use? The da-da-dum.
Aye.
That's all I heard. Da-da-dum.
Aye. That's what I mean. But it's like, I see the fucking, like, I'm not going to try to copy a sound, know what I mean? Like, no. But it was like,
And see that da-da-dum? Every time I heard that, it reminded me of Rocky 4. The wee bit of training montage when the Russians are turning all their switches on for Dolph Lundgren. Da-da-dum,
aye.
da-da-dum, dun, da-da-dum, dun. And they're coming up the arena and all that. It's like, ooh.
Aye. Well, see, that's another thing that fucking adds to the theory. See, at the end, that one of them's the thing. See, when the Doug's in the rec room and it's under the table, the music starts. And it's so, I think like people have tried to say that, see, whenever the thing is on screen, that music starts. So, again, I don't know.
I
Maybe it's
think that's
reaching.
where the thing infects Baldy Ginger. I think it licks him in the bullet wound. And he goes, whoa, what the fuck is that dog doing in here? Mad Garry, man, the dog guy. Oh, the dog? I'll put him away. Yeah.
Nice varmint.
He's a good actor, that guy, I know. Well, he goes on to be a good actor, but in this, he just looks like fucking big yarp. Know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I mean. I think they kind of made his character that way. Know what I mean? Because right away, Clark was with the Doug. Clark's a fucking watch Clark, and he's a bit of an oddball already. Know what I mean? So I wonder if it was put in there to get you that way. But you're right, he is a bit of a fucking oddball. Know what I mean? Like, again, Blair has just tanned all the radio equipment. There's no rescue. There's no escape. Oh, he's killed all the dogs and all. Kid me on. Know what I mean? His concern's the dog. But again, that would have been me. What a fucking idiot.
He'd have been in fucking beside the dead Doug's greeting like the guy in with the rancor at a fucking Return of the Jedi.
Fucking
What do you think?
But
Obviously, Kurt Russell's MacReady, right? He's the main man in the movie. What do you think of him as a character? R.J. MacReady.
aye. Well, he is my favourite character in the film because it's just like we were kind of talking about. You don't get his backstory or anything like that. But I mean, we kind of got to the same conclusion that he was Vietnam helicopter pilot and all this, and obviously takes charge. But it's like, again, that's you're kind of getting a semblance he's seen like wild shit in the past. No, I mean, because see, when it comes to fucking shooting the dogs, no, I mean, burning shit, blowing people up, not that. No, I mean, it's just decisive. No, I mean, but I would say I like the character of MacReady because see when you get the MacReady's fucking shirts lying there ripped to bits and you're going like that. Oh no the boy, no the boy.
In a weird way, I can see the evolution of Jack Burton film. Do you know what I mean? In a very weird way. Don't know. I've no rationale for it, but can just. Yeah, I was in the Antarctica there, fucking made it out of there alive, and fuck off. He's a good character. The mysteriousness about him is just what you can fucking make up. What he was or where he's came from or why he's there. I think he's just generally only there to be a pilot. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, that's what I'm kind of getting. Like he's came from Vietnam. He's took this job in the Antarctic, and he's just going to get full of whiskey because obviously he's seen some shit, PTSD and all that. Know what I mean? He's seen some things, man, and some stuff.
They're in the snow, man. They're in the snow.
If there's one thing that does my nothing about him, it's that hat. What's the hat? That's not practical. That's come on.
It's his well, I deduced it's his flying hat, mate, because he only has it on one time, and it's when he takes the helicopter out to the Norwegian base. So that must be his lucky flying hat. But the only other time you see it is stuck to his fucking back, didn't you?
Aye, it's aye. Well, see, it's him and Childs are my two kind of favourite characters for it because I just believe Childs has got the most rational attitude. He's got the most human attitude to this after shit starts going down. He's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Do you know what, boys? I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. I'm not going to like it. You're not going to make me like it. I just don't fucking like it. There you are.
Yeah, it's just brilliant, man. And it's just it's the most human reaction because everybody's like, but go to solve this, and he's like, nah, nah. I'm away at my fucking room. Any's come in, I am going to stab you to bits.
We've got to do this, got to do that. No, we don't. We've got to get home. We've got to fucking leave it for some cunt else. We've got to burn it. We've got to run away. That's what we've got to do.
Right.
Fuck off.
Oh man.
See the end battle underneath the shack and the kind of tunnel area and all that. When you see the big monster there, that's pretty good. It kind of you have odds of everything that's copied up to that point. The dog comes at it again, and that's just after Blair has fucking fingered the Garry eyebrows in the mouth, man. But MacReady does a forward roll, man.
Aye. It can't be an action film without a forward roll.
You too.
See it that as well. Like, see the dynamite he throws. Apparently, it was actually real dynamite, and didn't judge the distance right. So, see when it went off, he actually fucking blew back. Apparently.
Is that before the good old days of props, eh?
I'm telling you, mate, I was like, really? But
apparently Baldy's ginger actually gets shot in the leg at the start. That was real.
Well, in fact, coming back to that as well, see when Norris's head is coming off. No, they had to make this fake neck with green. When Norris is ripping the head off it, is that where we got? Is that where we're going?
No.
But that bottom guy, he'd fucking filled it with plastics and fucking all this mad shit. So he says, see when they were waiting to film, there was fumes coming off it, and it was filling up the room. And then see when they went to start filming, they went, we've actually lit it on fire, so they need this. It's like a fire bar you put underneath the camera. So it says, as soon as we lit that, fucking boom, whole fucking room went up in flames practically.
Toxic fumes set alight.
Aye, you're like, fucking hell, man. And that's what it says. It took us like a week to build this fucking fake neck. This was like the big money shot. We could only do it once. And he's like, that. We need to go back and do it again.
Melted.
Just like, fucking hell, man. Oh.
Well, I really hope that they made it better the second time, the one that we've seen. I hope it was worth it, you know what I mean? But then, I suppose, trial and error, on it. Back then, with special effects and trying new things and all that, but imagine that, just, I will like that. Yeah. Oh, everybody run about with the eyebrows and all that. Woo! What's going on?
That's what the wee guy says. He turned around and everybody's got bits of green and fucking everything here, and he's like so on fire and all that. He's like, oh, fuck's sake. But
interesting factoid is it's actually John Carpenter's favourite film he's ever done.
Oh well, it's his. I'd say it's his favourite of mine. I know you didn't really rate Prince of Darkness, but I like that for different reasons. But this as a whole, I think was just better. Just like things you didn't really think about. Let's see when you get these alien films and all that, it's like people's paranoia, fucking everybody's supposed to be terrified, but see when you can't even trust the people your way. I think it was just made it that much better.
Aye. He's got some fucking back catalogue to choose for. I'm just looking through some other ones that I might have forgot here, and there's ones in here that I didn't even know he'd done. Either I did. Christine. Christine's a fucking iconic movie, by the way. Absolutely. Escape from New York, The Fog. He done the original Elvis in 1979. I really fucking like that with Kurt Russell again. And then obviously we've got other ones like Dark Star, Halloween, Prince of Darkness that we've done. Body Bags. I don't know if I've seen Body Bags. Village of the Damned. And The Ward in 2010 was his latest one. I don't think I've seen that.
It's not so happy.
Not so happy.
But
Who of all? Vampires was quite good in 1998. Remember that? That was all right.
I like that way. Especially right at the start where that boy gets split up the middle. That's just, I was not expecting that.
And another good one with Chevy Chase was fucking Adventures in Invisible Man. Remember that? Daryl Hannah and Chevy Chase.
I've not actually seen that in years, man. I actually might watch that.
1992, mate.
But as much as we liked Kurt Russell in this, right? Apparently, this got offered out to a bevy of actors.
Hold on a minute. Was Burt Reynolds one of them?
He was not. He was not.
That's a record broke.
That's it. But they had Harrison Ford, Clint Eastwood, Bridges, and Nick Nolte knocked it back, and Alec Baldwin actually auditioned for it. And apparently Kevin Kline was also considered as well, but the studio didn't fancy it. So
he must have been young then, man. Kevin Kline, Jesus.
Aye, that's what it says. He didn't have the star power or something like that. So, because even like Kurt Russell was way John Carpenter, and he's like, well, what about this guy and what about this guy? And it went on. I think it was like 3 weeks or something before they started filming, and that's when he says, "Well, what about you, Kurt? Would you do it? You fancy a job?" I don't mind working.
Yeah, I can work. Because you're my go-to guy.
Here's looking at you.
Just, I know. I was going to say, I can imagine Kurt Russell being a bit skint, but I can't actually. But back in the day, all right, John, getting on the typewriter there, mate. I'm struggling. Gold in his messages, man. Honestly, fuck. Oh, I didn't have a last slice of bread here.
And I need hairspray. I need gallons of it, John. Gallons.
You've only enough guile enough for 10 scenes. That's all right. We'll work with that. It's fine.
But talking about the ending as well, mate. They actually see like you says, it's left open ended, and you weren't sure about it, sort of thing. Apparently, with test audiences, it was the same. So they'd filmed an alternative ending, and it was going to end with Kurt Russell being rescued, and he was going to be in a lab, and he would pass the blood test. But I think that would have been shit. That would have just been shit.
End.
Aye. No, I mean, and you don't get all these, like, there you go, see all these mad theories, and then it makes you think about the rest of the film. Because see, for years, like the wee doctor, he's got a nose ring, right? And I'm like, why have you got a nose ring? It's pointless, but it's thing on the camera for you to go, well, he's got a nose ring, so he's not infected, sort of thing. A language changes his earring. See the doctor that gets his arm bit off?
He's got a nose ring?
He's got a wee
nose
ring. Aye. It's exactly. That's what I'm like. Why have you got a fucking nose ring?
Yeah, you are. I've not noticed that. I really haven't. I might need to watch this a third time. I can't believe I'm saying that. Third time, I need to watch this again. But I know that usually I thought I hated it. I didn't hate it by any stretch of imagination. Thought it was a very good film. It was well worth. I'm glad I watched it. I can totally understand the hype and the cult following behind it, and why it'll remain popular for fucking another 40 odd years, definitely. I believe I'll need to ask you your score out of 10 for it though.
No, mate, it's a 10 for me. Solid 10. The wee gripes I've got, I've kind of reasoned with him. Know what I mean? Like, I don't like it, but I'll accept it.
Like you say, simpler times. Back in the movie making days, I know you can't cover all your fucking bases. Every film had fucking mistakes in it. I just think some are more funny than, I didn't want to call them out for calling them out's sake. I wanted to call them out for being kind of funny, like smashing. I mean, I went there in Antarctic station should be about fucking 3 inches thick, you know what I mean? And then his jacket and all. He'd have walked out into 40 degrees, went, you know what I mean? Musical statues, but I enjoyed it, mate. It's a solid 7 for me, which means I'll go back to watch it again. I will. If it's not in the next couple of days, it'll definitely be down the line. It's on I've bought it now. I've got it. I own it. It's mine. So I'll definitely be watching it again. I'm very interested to watch the prequel because I seen the trailer for it and it looked a bit actiony, bit fucking blockbustery, a bit more music behind it and stuff like that. And now that I've seen this, I now feel worthy of watching that.
Aye, like I say, Steve, mate, that's me in your face. It's no because they can't make the same film with everybody knowing what's going on. Then, know what I mean? It has to be something new, something interesting. So, but
Like the Prometheus is to Alien. You know what I mean? Go back and watch that.
That's it. You'll probably enjoy it because it's like you say, it's more action packed and stuff, and they do a different way of figuring out who's the thing and stuff. So it's worth a watching anyway. I know people didn't like it, but it's always hard to follow up something that everybody loves. Know what I mean? Like me, I've not watched the new Lion King because I'll not watch it. Even though it's Big John Favreau.
Hard to follow up something everybody loves. That's why none of my exes going to Better Men. It's hard to follow up something that's fucking smashing, you know what I mean? Oh dear. I love me. Who do you love? All right, Killian. Oh, that's a good film, that. Running Man. No, I'm not doing it. Any Glaswegianisms for it?
Sing me, Bob. I'll just... What the fuck is that?
That was what I was going to say. What's that? Oh, what's that? Oh no.
Get that dog off the couch.
Mine's is just an Isa reaction. Oh no. What's that? Oh no. So there you go, folks. 1982, John Carpenter's The Thing. I enjoyed it. Chris loved it. He'll continue to love it. I really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you thought my critiquing was fair, and James isn't wanting to meet me at Ibrox and lynch me now with a mob and all that shit because I didn't get a 10. Everybody gives a 10. No. We going to fight? We going to fight? Aye, mate, we're going to fight. See you, me, man. Me, you're going to fight big time, mate.
Superb, man. Superb.
What's your plans, mate, for the rest of the day? You're not fucking fortnight, haven't you, know?
Aye. Hey, well, I'll just be chilling the day, take the dog a walk and all that, because they keep saying we're going to get snow, but I don't know. Is it coming? Is it no?
Aye. It's like having sex after a good night in the bevy. Is it coming? Is it no? What's happening? Coming in, I don't know what's happening here. You stop for a rest, you know what? I'm knackered. I don't know. Let's keep it sorry time.
Look at it.
I woke up this morning. I got up at 6 this morning, went in for a coffee and that, and I never even looked at the window. Before I took the dog out, I just looked at my phone and it said it was snowing. I'm like, oh, skipped up to the window. And it was raining. It was raining. Nah. It was snowing.
Nah, it's fucking... But aye, because what I say is, chill the night, and then out tomorrow for Betty's club for a bit of gigging, sir. Oh, social, sir.
See, before it gets dark, mate, looking out that window there, watch the clouds, mate. See if they get together. Watch them. They're all right now, but I think they're talking. Something in the fucking pipeline here.
Oh,
aye. My weans are off school today, wee bit poorly, so I'll go and help Mrs. Bruce with the boys, and then I'm out tomorrow to watch the Clyde Bank at the football and have a couple of pints because I've not been out in a long time.
It's good to get out.
It's good to get out. You know that way. And I had a pal that said it was good to come out. He meant something else. You know, I've not seen him in a while.
I've got one of them.
He used to wink at me, the boy. But then that's nothing new. It's like every mirror I ever look in just winks at us. All right, hen, your mirror's broke. How, what's up, mate? Keeps winking at me. All right, hen. Oh dear, chocolate. I really don't have this much self-confidence, people. I'm just playing a part here. You know what I mean? Playing a part. Big man,
So I'm just going to find out who's sit on it.
Love me, say you love me. Jesus. I'm like an old chunk doing the truffle shuffle, dancing like that. Shout outs again to the boys at Yon Seismic. Thoroughly enjoyed your Seismic Soccer, boys. It was really, really good. Hopefully we'll go on me soon. Diabolical boys are doing well as well. They've done more Gladiators, mate. Gladiator film. So they did. And some seeds of doubt in their critiquing of the film, which I think you have to go to film school to find, because I just didn't see it. But they're obviously a bit more learned as at the old cinematic things, but pacing and camera pans, and I fucking loved it. So sorry, you know what I mean? I loved it. I will love it in another 20 years. And anything else you want to recommend that we take a look into or a listen up to?
Like he says, nah, I've not eyeballed much, so need to remedy that. Because again, if I've seen old films, I've watched old films. Know what I mean? Like comforting ones. Know what I mean? Because I've been stung recently. We got to see things, and they've been very, very shit. Very shit.
I opened a dialogue before Christmas with the boys at Wreckfast Club. We've not really done anything with that, but maybe will in the future, or we'll just no bother. I don't know. I think our schedules are going to be a bit mental.
Nah.
But apart from that, we'll see what happens. We're always open to the invite. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People out there, and you can find us, as we said earlier on, primarily on the X, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon. Give us a follow, give us a like. We got a good few likes and comments last week. It's still getting up. I didn't even check what the numbers are. It must be over 3,000 by now, I'd imagine. But I stick with it. It gives a buzz, makes us want to keep doing it. Although we will keep doing it, whether it's one view or 100,000 views.
Yeah.
So there you are.
Yes.
And it's my turn next week, isn't it?
Yes, it is, sir. Do you have a project in mind?
Yeah. I'm torn. But not as torn as normal, because it's 2 films for the one franchise. And they're back to back in the story. I'm going to go against the grain, against what I want to do, and go with the one that I think portrays the guy in question a bit more. And we're going to do Rocky 3, mate. Obviously, Carl Weathers passed away within the last week and all that. Rocky 4's my go-to, it's my favourite. However, Rocky 3's more about Apollo and Rocky coming together, old allies becoming friends and for mutual benefit. It's also got some cracking characters in it and all. Fucking Hulk Hogan, Mr. T, and me Mickey, man. Me Mickey. Roasted. I'll be roasted next week. My heart. So there we go. Rocky 3. Written, directed, starring my man, fucking Big Sly. I think he's fucking great. Did you see his post last week about Carl Weathers?
Yeah, so it was emotional.
Was done it in front of the big painting, didn't he?
Yeah. We missed
guy, didn't you?
We missed.
You met the guy. You broke bread with the man. You talked to the man.
Yes. He called me a gentleman. He called me and the Boswell gentleman. I was like, no, sir, you are the gentleman. You're the champ.
Just keep punching, Apollo. You want to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding. God love you, son. So Rocky 3 next week. Looking forward to it. That'll be a buzz. It'll be a buzz if I can find a day in the calendar to do it, actually, because I'm overtime next week, but we'll talk about that off camera. In the meantime, Chris, thank you.
Yes. Thank you. And thanks for listening, liking, sharing, and telling your people.
That thing there. That thing. Oh no. Cheerio, bye.
Goodbye.